Alright, this is vlog number 2. It is Friday the 23rd. It's like 2:30ish in the afternoon. I'm finally done with all my classes, which is awesome. It's been a really fun day today. My English class, there was a really funny quote. There was a couple of really funny quotes from my teachers all throughout the day, and I've figured at the end of it, I just read them out to you. So there was a really amusing quote about chalk in my English. And then my political science class, that was hilarious. Comparative politics, and we were discussing like rationality and how we come to make decisions based upon cost-benefit analysis. And we had this one example of if you were playing chicken. If you were in two cars rushing against each other, would you stay straight and risk head-on collision, or would you swerve at the end? So we each paired up into groups, and we were figuring it out, and it was like, okay, rock, paper, scissors. If you rock, paper, won, I guess, you'd swerve, and rock, paper, scissors, 2, you'd consider, keep going, smack. And I was like, yeah, buddy of mine, I'm just gonna swerve no matter what. Like, I'm gonna do that. I'm not gonna risk death. And they found that hilarious because later on we were comparing it to national politics. And they're like, okay, so how could you be sure that you'd win? And then my partner just raised his hands like, you go against Emma White. She will let you win every time. And my teacher was like, Emma, that is not the right way to be thinking. And I'm like, ah. And after that, I'm sitting there, we continue discussing, and I go, oh my gosh, I am like France. I just give up. And then all the guys around me, I sit in a row full of guys, and there's a couple of girls in front of me, but I'm with the guys, and they just burst out laughing in the middle of class. And it was really funny. And then later on, the teacher, started like talking about France in relation to if there was a nuclear war going on between America and Russia. Like, what would happen if Russia threatened to bomb Paris? Like, would America risk supporting France or not? Cost-benefit analysis. And the guys, France, they all turn and look at me and do the eyebrow. Like, guys, just stop it. We already know I'm a failure at this. I'd lose anyway. That was fun. There were a couple of quotes in that one. And then my theater class, end of the day, I took notes the entire period on Greek, Roman, and medieval theater. It was dull. And the teacher was going crazy fast through his PowerPoint slide, and everyone was like, slow down! He's like, no, I gotta get through this. So yeah, that was my school day. It's been an interesting couple of days. I've got a date tonight with a friend and a date tomorrow night with a different friend, and that's going to be a group date. One's to go see BYU Vocal Points. They're coming to campus, so from BYU in Utah to BYU in Idaho, and they'll be performing tonight. That'll be fun. Yeah. And tomorrow I'll be seeing a comedy troupe here on campus with a group of my friends from my FHE group. That'll be fun too. Oh man. Oh, those quotes. Let's see if I can find them. I'm gonna edit stuff and jump cut and stuff. See if I can do that, okay? Let's see if this works. One moment. Okay, so the quote in English that I was talking about, chalk. My teacher, Brother Harold, he goes, I will take stubby chalk over always half dried up whiteboard markers. Give me a stubby chalk any day. That was hilarious, because in the middle of talking about story structure and how to write a short story, he just flings chalk into the air, and he catches it. He's like, this little tiny stubby piece of chalk, and he goes off on this monologue about how he hates markers and whiteboards and smart boards because they're going to be introduced into school apparently, or they're going to try and do it. I hate smart boards. They suck. Yeah, but it was quite funny. Me explaining it probably just lost all of its hilariousness. Okay, next one. Okay, political science quotes of the day. My teacher says, "My brother once challenged me to a battle of wits. I told him I never fight an unarmed man." And then the second one, Mafia Mormons. They feel obligated to cooperate with each other. So, first one, we'd watch The Princess Bride. That one scene where, what's it called? Iocane powder gets switched between the goblets for the train of rational thought with Sicilian. Yeah, that was interesting and a lot of fun. I love The Princess Bride. I brought a DVD and the book with me. Cool. And then the second quote, along the same line of thought as the chicken analogy, there is one about if you and a crony of yours or a friend or whatever got caught in a crime and you were taken to jail, would you snitch on each other or not, depending on what the sentence was? And all of the class, we all chose like the irrational way to go about it, because we're all like, nah, you would cooperate with each other and not snitch on each other because, loyalty and whatnot. But she was like, that's not right. And then one of the students was like, Mafia Mormons, we just kind of have that obligation, to do what's right even when you're doing what's wrong. So, it was funny. Yeah. Okay. Story time, I guess. It's over. Well, we'll see how tonight's date goes. And I'll report back eventually. We'll see. Okay.